All right, everybody, this is Jesse working on the F150 1996. All right, so it's got 230,000 miles and I got an issue. The issue is the clutch, okay? The clutch master cylinder, and everyone knows, you know, you get that play in the clutch, it's not working right, and then this bushing starts to pop off. Here's the example. There's the reason why it's popping off, okay? Now, in addition to that, this part right here, all messed up. All right, so that's all worn out. I ended up replacing the pedal assembly, thinking that this might have got egged out, but it didn't get egged out, so I'm gonna rebuild this. But anyways, I digressed. This is the issue here. The issue is this and this. You gotta replace both of those. And here's the problem though. You know, if the clutch master cylinder is fine, you know, why are you gonna replace it, right? But the problem is getting it off, getting this piece off right here. And here is the trick, okay? You're gonna have to get something to go over this piece right here, and then you're going to have to release it, which is inside the master cylinder. Now, here lies the problem. These things right here, okay, are metal, right? The clip inside is metal, right? So there's no tool to really get this out. Now, someone I saw on YouTube says, go ahead and use a pen. Here's the problem. If you have this thing connected to your clutch, okay, you have pressure against that clutch. It's going to be very difficult for a piece of plastic to get past this right here and release this piece right here. The only thing I want to do is replace this. I don't need the master cylinder, I just need to replace this. So you can get these on Amazon for a few bucks, all right, and just replace the rod and, you know, keep your master cylinder. Here lies the other problem. These master cylinders you're getting from China are not correct, okay? This one is not from China. It's supposed to be from the OEM maker, which was Luke, right? But here you go. See right there, it goes down. All right, now the original actually comes out from the forward part, right? And the original doesn't have this long tube right here. So for whatever reason they say this is good for a 96. Well, it's not good for a 96 F150 with a 4.9. For whatever reason, it's not going to work. Now here lies the other problem. I got a different one from China, all right, or from Amazon. This one's from Amazon, and here lies the problem. This one's metal. Looks like it's better construction. Sorry about this. This is better construction, it's metal, but guess what? They don't have studs, okay? So the original doesn't have studs, it actually has holes here, you'd have to just bring it through. So this one right here is correct in the sense that it's gonna go straight through, but now the studs won't fit and these don't line up to the original. So as we'll take a look here. I'm really sorry about the video here, but look, it's supposed to go out here, all right? Supposed to hook up to here. Well, guess what? How is it going to hook up to there when you have two studs? And then these are threaded. They're supposed to just go through and get hooked up. So this isn't going to work. So now I got two master cylinders. They both don't work. They both call themselves correct for this car, but they're not, okay? But one thing I can use is the rod. So let's solve the problem. This cost me 30 bucks. All right, the rod ended up costing me 30 bucks. I'm using the original. The original's not leaking, but you have to release it. How do you release it? You get a tool like this, or you create a tool like this. Now, what did I use? I used a curtain rod, okay? An old curtain rod, all right? One of these curtain rods, you cut it down, right? You split it open a little bit, and boom. Put it on here. You have to push it with a pair of pliers nice and hard so you can slide it past that. It releases right away. Put the switch back on, throw it back in, and you're back in business. Now, you've corrected the right way. You don't have to have a Heim joint if you have both of these repaired properly, okay? If these are both repaired properly, you don't need a Heim joint, all right? This lasted 230,000 miles. Well, the reason why it's not gonna last 230 more thousand miles is because this is in bad condition and this is in bad condition. Replace this joint here. It's gonna last another 200,000 miles. You don't have to do any Heim joints and you have the original style, all right? Hope that helps. And I'll be up and running in no time. Have a good one. Bye.